Greetings and felicitations.
Okay, here comes the first round.
Boom. And
Jeez, that was just
boom.
unnecessary.
You kidding me? He can't be out of range? What?
Greetings and felicitations, YouTube. You're all of the Appian Way. I have a replay here for you all. I hope you all are going to enjoy. This is Hector versus Sparta. And I do love me, Hector and Sparta. Hector's really kind of been held back lately in a lot of stuff. Also, you might be noticing there's different music playing than I normally have. That's actually on purpose, I promise. I'm doing this because I'm soon to be reaching the point where I'll be monetized, and I want to be paying closer attention to what music does and doesn't get demonetized on my channel before I even get monetized. So you're going to hear me experimenting with a lot of new music rather than just the Troy soundtrack. The current music, by the way, is Zero from Ace Combat Zero. It's the boss battle music at the very end of the game. Lovely stuff, one of my all-time favorites. Now then, let's get into the breakdown. We have 3 light spear runners hidden behind a rock. They are in turtle mode. I did check that out in advance. We do have armored spearmen here, Laconian hillmen. These are some of my favorite units. This is a really solid army. Laconian swordsmen, 4 of those. Another armored spearman, a warlord mentor. Then we've got a reinforced chariot, 2 Achaean slingers, and a crouching tiger, hidden cyclops. There he is. There he is right there. What a lovely, lovely lad. As for Hector, we've got, not so happy about this. Archer chariots. We also have a heavy Trojan chariot. We've got an eclectic mix of heavy. We have 2 renowned swordsmen, 2 Trojan defenders, 2 Corybantes, and then we've got... we got 3 renowned swordsmen. Yeah, 3 renowned swordsmen and 2 Trojan defenders. We have 2 normal swordsmen. And last but not least, a Hector's Chosen, all alongside a defender protector. Let's see how this goes. Now, from the get-go, the archer chariots are going to start moving up here. The whole army actually has move orders to get up here to the center ground where the 2 flanks can be protected. The only skirmishing contingent Sparta has brought are these Achaean slingers. So right away, we're going to get some of these dinky little archer chariot arrows into the armored spearmen. And they take very, very little damage for their trouble. Here, I'll show you. They've lost about a grand total of 125 hit points at this stage. However, now that the archer chariots are getting past that 90-degree mark, they can start shooting into the shieldless flanks, but instead they actually go after the Laconian swordsmen. So this is the stage the archer chariots want to be shooting. Yeah, the armored spearmen. This is the only chance you'll get out of them. But then they seem to auto-target the Laconian swordsman once he puts them in move, or this might be skirmish mode. Shooting the Laconian hillmen. That's actually not a bad idea. If the archer chariots could charge the Laconian hillmen, they'd actually be pretty useful to this battle. They can get around here and then get into the flank here. That is... the only infantry that the archer chariot is going to be good against here is going to be the Laconian hillmen and the Achaean slingers. However, with the heavy Trojan chariots getting out this way, they too might be a real problem for... oh gosh. And the Laconian hillmen actually, they want some of this. They're going to try and charge in here, maybe affect the morale, because the Laconian hillman does have a fear-causing aura. Oh man, they're chasing the heavy chariots right now. They're going to be taking damage just for that sheer act. The rest of the army is now chasing these armored spearmen. These armored spearmen want to get away from this. Yep, he did. He put them into turtle mode, but they unfortunately got caught by the defender protector. So yeah, Sparta's just going to go ahead and turn them around and charge into the swordsmen. Swordsmen are mincemeat with this. The Laconian swordsmen decide to try and push out of this position, but rather than go in 4 different move orders, or 1 attack order and 3 move orders, he just has them all engage in one direction, and this causes a pretty hefty blob. This is the kind of thing where if those heavy chariots can come back, and it looks like they did, those heavy chariots decided to roll in here and hit the... oh man, did they do the damage they needed to, though. They've obliterated this armored spearman. I forgot about the light spear runners. So the swordsmen engaged the light spear runners, and now the archer chariots got in here. This is actually a really good target for the archer chariots, but they need to keep moving. They need to come around, come back in, move out, come back. They have to do a bunch of this if they want to be successful. The heavy chariots absolutely made short work out of the Laconian hillmen. The armored spearmen are still in this fight. But honestly, if that heavy chariot keeps going and comes back around this way, it can make a real big dent here and support the Corabantes. Ooh, Hector's Chosen. Was that a rear charge? Yeah, Hector's Chosen just got rear charged by Laconian Swordsman. That's not great, and Seize the Moment has been activated, so they've actually lost half their melee defense. So the fact that they're getting rear charged by these Laconian Swordsmen, real big impact on the Hector's Chosen. Here comes Renowned Swordsman to try and bail him out. The heavy chariots are coming back. Oh, big hit. Again, that Armored Spearmen are pretty much out for this match. And, yep, the Archer Chariots, because they stayed in that fight too long, rather than cycle, they've been routed. That's really unfortunate, because they do well against the Light Spear Runners. They really would. There's a Cyclops out here, very, very lonely, and trying to get caught up to the rest of the battle. In the meantime, it's a pretty big slog, but a lot of the Spartan infantry, especially the Laconian Swordsmen, they're going to be particularly caught out, and it looks like the Corabantes got the work done against this reinforced chariot. Slingers are starting to take some shots here. 1, 2, 3 kills total. Not a lot, but they will start dealing plenty of damage into this. Okay, so we do have the Archer Chariots coming back through scrubs, though. That's not the best route, so some of them are going to get slowed down. But with the Trojan defenders holding them in place, oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Is this what I think it's going to be? It is. It's going to be a charge into pinned. Oh, light infantry. Oh, spear runners. Oh, did you hear that chariot driver just go, oh, yes, that's exactly how I feel. Oh, and look at their morale and health just from that one weak Archer chariot charge and the arrival of a couple of heavy infantry units. Those light spear runners are in trouble. Okay, so Trojan chariots are now into the scene. Laconian hillmen are now routing again. Laconian swordsmen are in trouble. We've got pinned heavy infantry and pinned swords. Laconian swordsmen by virtue of the Corabantes who've activated their shield mode. But reinforcements are coming. The Cyclops is trundling up here as quickly as he can. Can he arrive in time to make a difference? I haven't seen the Spartan hero. It looks like we've got a duel. Actually, yes, we do. We've got a divine challenge going down between the Defender Protector and the Warlord Mentor. Warlord Mentor is at the disadvantage, so that Cyclops has to get over here as soon as he can. Start throwing some useful boulders. But I think Sparta's actually in danger of getting routed in this fight. And this has everything to do with deployment and maneuvers. It really does. Are we about to get a boulder here? I thought I saw the Cyclops slow down. So the Spartans' problem was that they were spread out. They had units over here, they had units over here, and they had units up here. It does look like the light spear runners are coming back just in time. Oh, the Cyclops got caught by Corabantes. If there's anybody you want to fight a Cyclops with, if that's a mythic unit, I would also pick Corabantes. This is a great choice. Oh man, I think this is it. This is it. So the difference being, you saw Hector deployed together and then moved together. They followed a set path. Here comes a boulder right into the flank of the Trojan defenders, but that boulder was a little bit too little too late. Now, Homer just said the victory is close enough to taste, but we still have another 2.5 minutes in this fight. Oh, there goes all of the Spartan units, actually. Never mind. That was it. Huh, I wonder why my timer said 2.5 minutes were left. Interesting. Strange and interesting. Let's go ahead and look at the end battle card. So, what a fight that was. Really quick, really to the point. Good game, Synthenoid, for taking Hector of Troy and winning against Sparta. And not just any Sparta, but Scorpion. This is Scorpion, who's been on my channel before. And a very reliable Spartan army, too. But this just goes to show, if you have a more unified and a more direct plan of attack, you will win. Even if you bring a so-so faction like Hector of Troy on 4,400 rules, no less, too. And that's where Hector of Troy really gets held back, is in the 4,400 rule set. So I salute you, sir, Synthenoid. I'm gonna have to play you sometime. You have very strong play, really bold picks in your army, especially with that Archer Chariot. Really surprised me with that, and that you were able to get such value out of it with the light spear runners. So that's it for today's episode. Ta-ta. I love you all, and I'll see you guys in the next video.